What's up, YouTube? Happy birthday to Anthony. Whatever his name is. A request on Facebook. Anthony's birthday was July 8th. He's one of my biggest fans. Watches your videos. He's even tried your drink combinations for his birthday. Can you make a video saying something like, happy birthday? I didn't do that. So, happy birthday, Anthony Asshorn. Someone commented on Facebook, like, could you do a video making a video of, saying it really yet? Said I would, I didn't do it, but, and there you go. So watch this without laughing. It's challenging. Oh, there's an ad.
Kids never get...
It's an annoying ad.
So you think you got what it takes?
I'll tell you what I got. Your wife's pussy on my breast.
Nobody's ever talked to me like that before.
That's because everyone's mouth is usually full of your wife's blocks.
You're hired. Shit. You had sexual intercourse with a coworker on top of the produce that we sell to the public.
I fucked her with a parsnip last week, and I sold the parsnip to a family with 4 small children.
I took guts. We need guts. I'm promoting you.
You got a lot of problems, don't you?
That's good stuff. If you can't watch out though, I mean, come on, it's Ted. I mean, that's fucking funny shit. People are all commenting on April 20th. They're like, hey Josh, do you know what day it is? I'm like, yes, I do. No, but it's July 9th. It's not 420, but yeah, that was kind of funny. People on Facebook are gonna be smart asses. People are commenting that on my wall when it was April 20th. I thought that was kind of funny. Also, Hammer of the Witches is coming out tomorrow. Awesome. Get side YouTube. Yeah, back. What is Hammer of the Witches, you ask? New Cradle of Filth album. Yeah. I know when I get my copy downloaded, I'd like to celebrate that with some Cobra whiskey, like that would be the shit. Find out because I know that there's a store here in town that sells legitimate Cobra whiskey, and it costs $75 a bottle, mind you, but there's some cool shit to have in a bottle laying around in your apartment. Oh, what's that? Oh, that was a bottle of snake wine. With the Cobra still in it, yeah. That's one thing you wouldn't want to consume on a regular basis, just because of, circumstances in which it was made, but like once every so often, I am curious to try it though, because it's got, the Cobra sitting in the fucking bottle. It's kind of cool looking. Don't have any cigarettes right now, but I got this sweet smelling pipe tobacco. It's pretty good. Captain Black pipe tobacco. It's not bad. It's got a bit of tongue bite to it, but not too much if you're used to it. It's got a nice aromatic, real sugary, sweet scent to it. Smells really good. It's just the tobacco you love, soon in new packaging. So they're going to change the packaging. This is a rich black Cavendish and mellowed Burley's, exceptionally mild, distinctively aromatic. Comes in a pouch. Yeah. It's resealable. Zesty, flavorful adventure in pipe smoking. These are the things they put on bags to make it sound more appealing. But Captain Black's a good pipe tobacco. Some people don't like it. It's really just a personal taste kind of thing. A good tobacco, if you're going to start pipe smoking, I'd recommend 7 Seas Royal Blend pipe tobacco. That's a McBaron blend. And that's exceptionally good pipe tobacco, that is. I've already downloaded the the single they have for their new album. I have it in my iTunes collection. Listen to Cradle of Filth, listen to AC/DC, Linkin Park, Green Day, Metallica, Necro, Green Day, Eminem, ICP, Cottonmouth Kings, Snoop Dogg, Tech Nine. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Real fucking music. And there are some people who aren't exactly a fan of that kind of music, so they don't listen to it. It's just that simple. And this next song sing. There's another quote from Ask Me Alexandria. And the snake starts to sing. Tell your friends to sharpen their teeth. January 1st, 2016 is going to be an interesting day, YouTube. It's next year. That's literally 6 months away. We shall see what happens. Now, on a side fucking note, if you're too fucked up to drive on anything, then don't drive. We're getting these reports out of Colorado that people are driving under the influence of pot and getting into car crashes and dying. And as a result, the movement in marijuana is getting a bad name, and it's getting a bad name awful quick. And there are some states who are considering legalization. They might not after seeing stuff like that. And the thing of it is, you look at it like alcohol. If you've had too much to drink, you don't fucking drive. And it's the same thing with any substance, really. You shouldn't drive under the influence. But the sooner marijuana is legal in Wyoming, that's $9.15 million you're already going to save Wyoming. Yeah. That's the money you're going to save yearly keeping it legal. Then on top of that, you're going to have your recreational sales of it. Cha-ching. But Wyoming doesn't want to have too much federal, or not, I shouldn't say federal, but too much natural resources of the federal government. We get pissy about it, so what are they going to do? Well, let's cut back on coal for whatever fucking reason. Okay. I wonder why they're doing that. I think about that. If they're cutting back on coal use, requiring it, it's going to mean less jobs and demand for it. It's going to put a lot of people out of work. Ooh. But then, in the long run, they legalize pot. And holy shit, job openings like no other. I'd love to open up a fucking dispensary in town. That would be the shit. But that's when it'd be legal. You know, you can't just buy a building and start selling pot. You know, I imagine they have to wait till it's legal and need permits and all that shit. But states that are illegal on marijuana get a 5% cut of drug bust money from the DEA. Ain't that some shit, YouTube? But marijuana can make cops 10%. Something to think about. If I'm looking at a cop about to arrest somebody for pot, I'd be like, excuse me, officer, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but, what about those pedophiles and meth heads, huh? What have these potheads ever done to you, man? What if your mom had cancer? Pot cures cancer. Would you let her die? Would you make her smoke that weed? God would look at me and be like, fuck out of here. He'd probably tell me to get the fuck out of here, and he'd still slap me with the ticket. Just how it is, too. Or whoever, you know. But, shit. But, a little bit of black tobacco was alright. There was some Captain Black's alright. It satisfies the nicotine craving. And smoking a pipe is not exactly illegal, depending on what substance you put in it. If I'm putting tobacco in it anyway. I take this over a vape pen any day. Now, some of your vape pens, there's like 60% of them, the nicotine juice you're putting into them contains poisons that are worse for you than cigarettes. But they were shoved into the market as a safer alternative to cigarettes. I remember when Congress had a huge bitch fit about kids smoking cherry cigarettes. And it's like, they said, that's what's getting kids to start doing it. We need to make it illegal to sell cherry cigarettes in the United States of America. Okay. Well, kids are still smoking because they're running around with vape pens. And it's cherry flavored vape. Explain that one to me, you two. It may not be tobacco, but it's still a form of smoke. It's a form of nicotine. You haven't quit smoking, you just changed your nicotine deliverance. And even if you get the vapor pen with zero nicotine, you're still inhaling some form of smoking. You're doing it purely for flavor, and it's a social habit, if anything. But yeah, I stopped by Frosty's last night. I had a couple drinks. I had a pitcher of Bud Light and Angry Orchard, and then I had a pitcher of Budweiser. And I washed that down with a mushroom cheeseburger and some fries. Pretty tasty. I managed to catch video of me drinking on, and that was in that exact order. One pitcher of Bud Light, downed. One Angry Orchard, downed. One pitcher of Budweiser. And by the time I got to the pitcher of Budweiser, you saw me pouring it into my glass. And granted, it's a 20-some odd second video, but it's still free advertising. It's an awful lot of alcohol to be drinking. And do you see me hungover? Nope. Fuck that shit. We ain't got time for no fucking hangovers. But how could someone drink 2 pitchers of beer and a fucking Angry Orchard not be hungover? Interesting. But also awesome. And I said I was gonna do it when they asked me to do it on Facebook, and I neglected to do that, so my apologies, but better late than never, as I say on my shotgun video. I also edited my deathmatch on GTA 5. I added motorcycles to it. It's fucking epic. And the second time I recreated it, it had more likes and more plays than the first time I made it. So I tweaked the deathmatch a little bit, added some more awesome vehicles to it. Where even with traffic, it was badass. I went to go play it one time, and then I forgot to turn the traffic off, and I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'm playing my deathmatch, I don't care. And I went to play it, and I had other players clashing into me with my car, like, it was like jousting with the cars and shit. And you get out and hide behind the car and try to shoot them with a sawed-off shotgun. Pump action, you know, type deal. And I feel like I've created a death match that is fair, because you get those death matches where you have to jump over barriers and stuff to get the guns on the other side of the fence, but you start off with a knife or a crowbar or some stupid shit, or a fucking fist or whatever, as your forced weapon. And you're sitting there competing with other players trying to get to the guns first, and then if one team gets to... twisted. Now, if one team gets to the guns first, that kind of puts it at an unfair advantage for the other team, and it makes death matches less fun. So you have a death match that supplies one gun and scatters it around in a close enough area. Plenty of places to cover behind. And it puts the thrill and the sport and the hunt of a good death match back into GTA 5. Not one team gets all the guns, the other team, well, you're kind of screwed. And the cool thing about GTA 5 Online is that I'm playing with people across the globe who also own, or may own, the same system. That's kind of cool, actually, if you think about it. And I checked the reviews on my GTA 5 Online Deathmatch. It has 6 likes and 1 dislike, and it has 14 plays. Now, the first time I created it, it had 1 play and some other things. I'm thinking to myself, okay, there we go. The second time I reworked it, made it awesome. And I added a little ramp here and there so you can screw around and like jump the cars and the motorcycles and shit just for that fuck of it. Yeah. But then speaking of GTA 5 Online, I saw a video of this little kid, and he was doing a review about his GTA 5 Online money pack, and I'm like, what, say what now? Now, if I had the power to, I reach through the headsets of these kids and smack their parents. Like, what are you doing letting your kid play a game like that? I know it's not my call to make, it's not my kid, but I'm just saying you two. And then parents get fucking pissed off and their kids start cussing and shit, and it's like, well, you can't really blame the game, but it's technically, you know, exposing them to that kind of fucking vulgarity. Yeah. And I say that mouth pop like, go. No, but for reals, YouTube. I don't think video games, I don't believe that video games and music cause shootings and shit. That's a bunch of bollocks. You get some people who are suicidal or murderous, and, you know, you're gonna blame the music and the video games. It's a classic scapegoat, it really is. She said pipe smoke is a wee bit thicker than cigarette smoke. Smells good though. I went to Frosty's last night and I went to load my pipe with some tobacco. Bartender comes over and she very politely said, "Oh, sorry, we don't allow pipes or cigars in Frosty's anymore. You can still smoke cigarettes and vape pens in Frosty's. That's not a problem. But pipes and cigars aren't allowed." I'm like, that's all good. So I stepped outside to smoke my pipe, and it was, you know, weather was fairly decent. A bit cloudy today, but after that, though, it's got like blue sky, it'll have like super fucking cloudy. It's like, damn, got some interesting weather going on today. And when you're talking to a Republican state that's run by, now really tongue twisted. Shit, fuck, 'cause I'm talking so much political shit. No, but when you're living in a Republican governed state like Wyoming, money talks, bullshit walks. If I get 100 songs underneath my belt, you know what I'm saying? 100 classic and familiar songs underneath my belt. I can go to a bar and play gigs. That'd be awesome. But I don't know enough songs on the guitar to do that kind of thing. Thanks for watching, YouTube.